video today. We are doing my project polish update for December. We did a couple months of some kind of weird stuff in October and November, but we're back in the normal swing of things, and I've decided that I am going to continue this project as is into 2024. So this is going to look like any other update rather than a finale. Let's start out this update by talking about the two polishes that I am working towards finishing. The first is from Nailtopia, and this is their shade in Grapeful for You. It is a mini. One thing I really love about these Nailtopia minis is that they have the same brush as the full sizes. I just think that's so convenient. Now, if they could have a little bit of a nicer handle on their brushes, that'd be great, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So last month I was up here at this purple line, and now I am quite a ways down. I'm almost exactly at the halfway point of the bottle. So I think that means I'm about 3/4 of the way through actually using the polish. I used this twice on my toes this past month, so this is what 2 uses got me. I think I probably have 2 more uses to go. So that's pretty exciting. I really like this polish, but it's a shade that I tend to buy over and over again. So it'll be nice to move one out, and this seemed like low-hanging fruit because it's a mini. The second polish that I have been focusing to work on is from Cascade Polish, and is this like multi-chrome blue-purple, and I cannot find it for the life of me. I didn't know where it was in the last update, and I haven't run into it since. I really thought I would, but I have no idea where this thing went. So for the time being, we're just going to pretend like it doesn't exist. If I find it, I will bring it back into this project and keep working on it. But we're going to bring in a replacement polish. And this is another purple from Cascade Polish. This is in promotion. It's a 5 ml size, and I've used probably a little less than half of this polish. This is a glitter that I believe was meant to be worn as a full coverage polish. I just find it gets really, really thick if I build it up to full coverage. So I usually will put down like a pink or a purple polish and then use this as a topper. I thought this would be a really good one to bring in because I figured I could probably use it on top of Grapeful for You and get 2 uses towards finishing polishes at the same time. So those are the 2 polishes that I am working to finish. I will mark them after the video. I just forgot to do it before I sat down. The other part of this project is that I work on 5 generally polishes to get to 4 uses on each. I really wanted to balance finishing some polishes up, actually moving some things out of my collection, with spreading my use across the hundreds of nail polishes that I own. So last month I was working on 4 polishes. I thought since I was just getting back into things that 4 was probably a little bit easier to work on than 5. And I think that was a good call. I'm going to keep working on 4 for next month. I am lagging behind on is from Leisha's Lacquer. This is the shade Chicago Dogs, and it is a deep red reflective glitter. I'm not in love with this polish. I find it pretty difficult to work with, though the end effect is pretty. I'm not sure it's pretty enough to be worth the hassle. So I'm going to keep working on this. I'm going to get to my 4 uses, and then I'll decide if it's something I want to keep around or maybe it would be better passed on. So that's Chicago Dogs from Leisha's Lacquers. I have used this 1 time so far. When I brought in that Leisha's Lacquers polish, I knew that I wanted to bring in another like similar cream shade to use as a base layer, and I chose this OPI polish. I don't have a label on this, so I'm not exactly sure which it is. It's a really pretty red though. I've actually worn this 3 times. So I wore it once underneath the Leisha's Lacquers Chicago Dogs. And then I've worn it twice on my toes, topped with one of the other polishes we'll talk about, which is Conjuring Copper from Sally Hansen. I really like that combination. It makes this sort of classic Christmas color where it's got like a little bit of pink in it and it's metallic in this sort of kitschy way. It's pretty cute. I don't know if it's something I would wear on my fingers outside of Christmas time, but on my toes, it's really adorable. So I have one more use on this to go. I think this is actually going to be my next mani with a white and red flaky Crelly that I have from Nails Inc. I think that'd be cute for December. So 3 uses down, 1 to go on this one. I am 2 uses into this Sunday polish. This is in number 35, which is a teal leaning blue, and I was previously working on this in my 30 by 30 project pan, which I have since abandoned. And I am now a little bit below that last line I made. I would say I'm probably right around here. I'm basically right at the top of this little label. So this polish, I think I will like more when I give up using stickers with it. I always think this is going to be the cutest backdrop for a lot of the floral stickers that I have. I have a lot of really brightly colored, like pink or purple floral stickers, and for some reason they just don't stick that well to this polish, and the background, or like that clear part of the sticker, is very obvious against this color. So I need to give up on that and use it probably more in manis like the one I'm wearing today. We're gonna retry that explanation because I flubbed it massively. I want to use this polish in some manicures similar to the one that I have on today. So like here I have this purple polish that's from Essie, and I've used it on I think 4 of my nails, 3 of my nails, and then I'm also using it as the color for the butterflies on these nails that I used stencils. Couldn't think of the word for the life of me. That I used these butterfly stencils on. I think that would work a lot better than my attempts at using stickers because that was a mess. Okay, so there are the polishes that will be following me into next month. I also have one polish that I'll be rolling out, and it's not the one that I thought I would get to 4 uses on most quickly, but I've been really enjoying playing around with this. This is Sally Hansen Conjuring Copper, and it's not a polish I'd ever gotten really good use out of. I've had this for a couple of years. I had 2 others in a very similar formula. I had a blue that I think was called Cosmic Blue, and I had a pink one that unfortunately I had to toss out earlier this month because it had just turned into glue on me. This is so much fun to play around with because it really transforms, especially darker shades, but I've been playing around with it over a nice variety of polishes. I mean, I used it over the Sundays once, and I thought that was pretty. I used it over that OPI red like we talked about earlier. I also used it over a black. Actually tried it, this and the pink from the same line. Unfortunately had to throw out over black. I think that was like my first manicure of the month. I'll see if I have a picture of that. The effect was really cool. It gives this really dimensional, shifty look to the nails. I quite enjoyed playing around with this. And it's wild to me that I've owned this for probably 2.5, 3 years, and I just never gotten good use out of it because this is so cool. Because I only hit my goal on 1 polish this month, I'll only be bringing in 1 polish. So this polish is an untried for me. I bought it a couple of months ago at TJ Maxx, and I just haven't gotten around to trying it. So this shade is I Mica Be Dreaming. It's from OPI, and it is this like cool toned metallic brown. It's a little bit darker than what I would call like a cool tone gold, but I think this is so interesting. I think this will be really fun for New Year's. And if I need to bring it into January and February, like those cool, dark, nasty times of the year where there's no holidays except for Valentine's Day, which also makes me feel terrible, yes, this is the vibe. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out. I think it'll be really, really pretty. So that is the update for this month. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you'll stick around to see how this project continues and probably continues to evolve in 2024. Okay, thanks again for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Bye!